What's up, summoners? King Blair here. Today we're gonna do another set of guild wars. I wanted to do the guild wars today because we are against a very powerful guild. So I will be doing my guild wars. I will be showing you guys the teams I use and the key units I use, as well as just glancing over a lot of the defenses and the strategies that top level players are using and why that strategy works so well, and maybe you can try to incorporate that. So if you like the video and if you're liking this series of me doing guild wars, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord server. Y'all been doing amazing, and also consider becoming a member of the channel. For $2 a month, it really does help a lot. You help the channel incredibly, and you also get a cool tag on the Discord. Right, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, doing the guild wars, really close. We are ranked 44, so very strong players right now. So we're trying to get hype. We got some battle music going in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear it. But the biggest thing that I want to go is over the defenses that we are fighting, because they're a really good guild. I mean, like they finished top 50 last time. You can see by the symbol that they have in the background. So I will be tracking the stronghold because we need to fight. And as we see, this guy's doing amazing, right? So we see his first defense is really taking teams down. And ironically, it is a defense that you will be seeing in your guild right now. So biggest thing with this defense, why this defense is so powerful, the biggest counter to this defense does have a lot of counters, but it can be extremely scary. So typically you will be taking a cleave team to this team if possible. You want to be able to take a Oxlots with either a Holiday Yuffie or a regular Yuffie, or something that will be able to kill the Charles and to kill the Seaside. But again, it's a true combo that just has been around for ages. The second team, on the other hand, it's not winning as much. Biggest thing, he has the Emoken with the T-Surin to protect the T-Surin and anti-AoE. Emoken is actually a really good unit in Guild Wars because he's able to protect units like Spectre Tenebria, like Tempest Surin, that rely on stealth, that force the opponent to bring AoE. And of course, Craw is always there for that 1-for-1. Even if I beat this guy, I run the risk of just losing a unit, which is absolutely crushing and not something I want something to happen. As far as how we would fight a team like this, the one I would actually recommend, if possible for your team, I don't have the team built, which is one thing that's really hindering me right now. But the team that you could do that would work beautifully against this would actually be something along the lines of this. So this was a team that I actually used for my Guild Wars. Until recently, I have been focusing more on RTA, not as much on Guild Wars because it had just reset, but I do need to rebuild this team. So the idea of this team is that Kayron will poke down the Charles a little bit, and then we can soul burn the Melissa to do damage onto the Seaside Bellona and kill with the S2 from the Melissa. You can also make this a Rylet or any other unit that you know can go fast and apply some pressure to the Charles. The other thing is that we do run the risk of getting hit by Elrasur. So again, it's pretty standard. You always do run the risk of Charles counterattacking, killing your unit, so try to play it safe. If you can take out the Charles first, that's ideal. If not, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But we do not have access to that. As far as the second team, Emoken, one of the best units you can use right now for arena offense, is actually going to be Spectre Tenebria if you do have her against Emoken. Landy can actually work against Emoken as well. I don't have my Landy build to actually show you guys how she can actually work against Emoken, but she actually has a pretty solid matchup against Emoken because she doesn't you can't get counterattacked, and because they do have that Crawl there, it does let you get, they will have a defense buff, which will allow you to get Landy her S3 more often. But we are going to be taking Spectre Tenebria, Emil Tywin to deal with the Tempest Surin, and Ruel of Light to actually make sure that we have Spectre T surviving in case the Tempest Surin and the Emil can do some insane amount of damage. For the first team though, since we don't have our access to the current units that we were talking about, what we are going to do though is we are going to be taking our Falconeer Clary as well as our Rylet. I do need to check very quickly on the Discord the stats on the FCC because I don't want to get outsped by this FCC. So one thing that if you didn't know, top level guilds, because the fights are so intense and you want to be able to win, top level guilds will give you information on the units. So I already know that the FCC is going to be around 190 speed, so I know that my Rylet will actually be able to work against this team, and just having that information is invaluable. So I already know that this team should be able to work as long as we don't completely miss with the Flurry. Both these units are also not on immunity according to the information gained from my Discord. So I could also bring the Dizzy. So information is power. If you know someone in the guild that has attacked the stronghold, make sure you ask them. So another safer team that I actually think I might end up doing this since I have that information is actually going to be something more along the lines of this. Um, so this should be I don't have anything to do with the Seaside Bellona though, which is one of the things that is concerning me, which is why I know I have to bring the Rylet. So let's just stick to the original plan and see how we do. Hopefully we don't lose to him, and we'll get to see. We know the Seaside doesn't have immunity, or the Charles, but oh wait, they do. Wow, I must have misread the information. That could have been really, really dangerous. But we do see this SEC is on the slower side, which means that she is very, very tanky. We do get everything, which is extremely good. The Charon does get greater attack. So that Seaside will die. This Charles is apparently at 15k HP. So let's see if our team concoction can actually work. So we wrote the dangerous part here is going to be that Charles, because we might be losing a lot of units to that Charles, especially if that Charles is on an Elris sword. So that there's the Elris sword 1. Hopefully he doesn't double proc. Don't hit. Okay, we get the double miss, which is amazing. We most likely will still be losing our Rylet though. Just because this Charles apparently hits dummy hard. So if we dodge here with Rylet, the fight is GG easy, GG no re. We do get the dodge. Oh, it's beautiful. We get the good RNG today, and we are gonna be getting, hopefully getting this dub. The Charles could just come in here and double tap. Okay, we got the glancing, so we're pretty safe now. We're doing pretty good. So it appears. Oh no! At least he'll be double miss, so we know that from because of the glancing hit. But that is one tanky Charles. That glancing hit is doing hard work, dude. Hopefully we don't lose Falcon Clear because we still got a lot of fights to go. So let's just get rid of this monstrosity of a unit. Dang, that was hurting, dude. That was a strong Charles. We do some splash damage onto the CC. This fight is all but won. It's just a matter of how many units will we get to keep. We should be able to keep all our units, which is amazing. Especially because we're gonna soul burn this. I don't like playing risks. I'll provoke this down, and we get the first W of the night. So pretty solid. Not bad, not bad. So pretty single-handedly beat that one. We did get lucky, but oof, this is it's not super fast. My units are slow, but this is most likely a speed set. T-Surin. We are gonna do this on well. We're gonna save the A Tywin S3 here because I want to be able to use it for later. We are gonna start going on this T-Surin. We have ways to actually reach the T-Surin. Because of Spectre Geneva, because there's only 3 units, we actually are able to hit her. She will get the cleanse, which is it's fine. But I'm pretty sure this is not a lifesteal, so we're right. It is not lifesteal. We should be okay. One of the hits should hopefully reach the we're gonna pop the ultimate early. But one of the soul burns, we are gonna hit it with the S3 with 8 Tywin, so it doesn't even matter. We're fine. We should be completely fine. We waited for the immunity to drop on that Mokan, and this fight is pretty much over. Spectre T and 8 Tywin, this combination is actually also really good arena defense, or Guild Wars. It's actually a very strong Guild Wars defense as well, like what I'm using right now. Oh boy. That's the part that's annoying. That could actually potentially lose us the game down the line. But we should still be fine. I am a little bit worried of this Emerald Craw. Because I do want to keep my 8 Tywin. So hopefully we can... Oh, we're not going to be able to kill. Yeah, we might be losing 8 Tywin here, which would be a big blow to our team. It's going to be going on to 8 Tywin. Hopefully we can cycle the Ruel and bring back our A Tywin down the line so we can use A Tywin for other fights later on, and not just absolutely get destroyed. So I'm just gonna get rid of the MO Ken. Hopefully this guy's crawl is tanky enough that it can actually survive one more Spectre T S1, and I think he should be able to. So again, if you guys have well, y'all see Guild Wars. This is probably one of my more consistent teams, and we do have enough, so easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We get an easy win on this one. Nothing too stressful. Roller Light is probably one of the most broken units for Guild Wars because we're able to do things like this. So now we actually bring back our A Tywin, which means that we are going to be able to use them down the line in other fights. So we did good. We did good for our guild. We pulled our weight. We got the double W. Kind of scary on the first fight. Relied a little bit too much on RNG for my taste. It's not something you want to do, which is why I recommended the Oxlots team. But the second team, I knew we were gonna win pretty handily. So nice. So hopefully the rest of our guild can actually finish it off. It should only be 2 more people that are able to attack, and we have about 2 more people, so it's gonna be right there. They both have to do good for us to actually get that W. Okay, let's keep going because I don't want this video to be stupid long. I'm gonna try to find towers that are almost dead, but not like these, because these won't give you as many points, even if you take it down because you lost, because we lost before. So we have a lot of those, which actually really hurts, because towers like this will give you more points overall. So it is very crushing right now that we don't have all of the. We're not at full power right now because we missed a lot of the other wins. But as we see here, we see a lot of CC. We see a lot of Kayron, RB. This team's actually not bad. We can actually take care of this team pretty easily. How, you may ask? Because of A Tywin. So let's actually fight this one, just so we can get the 120 points rather than the 100 points that we would get if we finished off those towers with very little health. So Emil Haste, again, another key unit in my teams because he just counters Arbiter Village so strongly, and Ambitious Tywin to deal with the Bromance S3, and Kayron, of course, to carry the damage for that fight. As far as this top team, this is a team that I'm a little bit more worried about. We do have access to Rella Light, which is really powerful. We don't have the A Tywin to actually deal with the T-Surin. And the other thing that he made that was really smart on his part is he included this Alencia, who will be targeting down our Seaside Bellona. So instead we're going to give her some dizzy fodder that he can go onto, and also to help with damage mitigation. And then we're actually going to be using Robbie on this one. So it will take a little bit longer time, but because they have so much AoE, Robbie will be triggering pretty quickly. And then over time, we'll just be able to kill the rest of the team. So this should be okay. Using Robbie because she has such a good matchup against Alencia. So we do see that S3 pretty early on. This will push up our Robbie and give us our first stack. I want to be able to kill the T-Surin, but we're not going to be able to do that. So let's start actually going on to the Alencia. Hopefully we get a counter here and we can do the most out of our Robbie. But we'll see. We'll see what we're able to do. So we do get a counter attack. Oh, that's beautiful, Dizzy. That's amazing. And we have to get rid of this Alencia as soon as possible. We get a stun with the S1. Oh, what a beast. But she is going to be getting that greater attack, which is very dangerous for us. So we do lose access to certain. We don't get silenced for too long. Our Dizzy is the one that's going to be taking a lot of hate, and because we have Robbie on Elspeth, I'm not actually going to be healing her here. It looks like FCC opened herself up to getting hit, so we'll start going for her. He keeps getting the greater attack buffs, which is a little bit on the dangerous side. I might have to pop my S3 early here, just so I can protect my Rella Light, because I don't want my Rella Light getting killed in this fight, because she's also going to be taking hate from the Fallen Cecilia. So we are going to be getting that nice S3, and we're not going to be using Robbie's S3 here, because I don't want that T-Surin dropping below half health until we are ready for her. The Alencia was able to resist everything though. Oh, we clicked on the wrong unit. This could be our undoing. We completely messed up. We might actually lose Rella Light here. Huh. We should be able to push back the T-Cern, so I'm not actually going to be doing the S3 quite just yet. So let's not panic yet. Let's push back this T-Cern. This is still a winnable fight, even with the mistake. He gets a greater basket. Now it's starting to get a little bit more on the dangerous side because we were supposed to click on the Rella Light. So that's a mistake completely on my part. I don't know why we didn't click. It would have been an easy fight too. So very, very dangerous mistake coming from there on my end. So let's try to push all of them back, hopefully getting a big team AoE team stun. And we do get it on 2 of his units, but this T-Cern is still alive, which is still very, very dangerous. She's just doing so much damage. We do get the counterattack, which is amazing. But we're not gonna... I don't think this is enough damage. It is not. But that T-Cern is fast enough that we will be able to take her out here. And we do get another hit. So it's all still okay. But we do lose Rella Light, which really does hurt us. But Ravi pretty easily past that team. So this is pretty much a GG easy. Ravi carrying really hard there with the new buffs. Because she was able to stun that Alencia for so many turns. Even through our mistakes, we are still able to win because of Ravi. So Ravi pretty OP right now, y'all. We did miss a crit. That's just my Ravi being my Ravi. All right. And then that is it. But yeah, very dangerous team. He puts the Alencia there as an SSB counter that can also do damage. So very smart from this player. He did take our Ruel, which kind of sucks. We get the outspeed here. And I don't want to kill the Arbiter Vildred yet. But we are going to have to. Very slow Broman. My camera's only 245 speed. So we are going to kill the Arby just so we can get the barrier up that is just going to get stripped. He does get the greater basket proc, which is... that's good. He'll push back. He won't be able to land glancing here. But our Kayron will be tanking the other Kayron. Oh man, this fight just got considerably scarier. We need to be able to do enough damage to this Kayron that we are able to pop the passive now. I don't think we'll be able to do enough. This is looking extremely dangerous for us because this Kayron is going to be a slow Kayron. Oh! He does not go on the Kayron. On the Kayron, so he will not be getting the buff extension here. So we are fine now. Not as really strong Kayron, but again, very scary, very interesting choice to use a slow ML haste. But we will get rid of that there, and because we know he's going to now be going on to let's get that off, and we won. Okay, so it wasn't too bad. Really big mistake on the first fight though. But okay, as far as this guy's defense, what makes it very powerful is he has 2 very high damage dealing units, right? And because he's not a fortress at this point, the player doesn't have as many units, right? If you didn't have access to someone like Ambitious Tywin, Broman can really be a really dangerous threat because he's able to strip your immunity, put your team on silence, put your team on lockdown, and then you're not able to deal with his Kayron and Arbiter Vildred, and he'll just tear your team apart. But we beat it pretty easily. So we do lose Rel, which is going to hurt us in the next fight because, as we mentioned, Rel does provide that nice, safe consistency, that nice, safe layer. Just to show you guys, things like this, it won't give us many points, but so it kind of sucks. And very, very powerful team. I actually do have a team that can deal with this one decently, but I don't have Ruel anymore, so I can't actually use that team well. So not having Ruel makes everything a little bit more dangerous, right? Which is where a lot of you guys probably are like, oh, welcome to our world, right? But again, we see a Protect Expected Team here. Team Comp, a very popular team comp, as I mentioned before. So we are trying to hit the small towers to be able to get extra points. Let me show you guys how we don't get as many points against teams like this one. So this one, we should actually be able to just kill with our Kayron, right? But the problem is, do we want to save our Kayron for the second team? because our Charon can actually deal with this Emocan quite beautifully. So we are actually going to be using a similar team, but I am going to be putting someone like a... Seaside would probably kill our Emohanes, but I will be putting my Seaside down. I'll actually be using Seaside for the top team. Looking at this team, and we do see the Spectre Tenebria. Let's put some light bait. Since we don't have Ruel anymore, we will use General Purgus. The Dizzy will be doing a lot of AoE, a lot of hits. Our Seaside is on immunity. We can probably just put our Charles, who is also on immunity and is also slow, to deal with this team effectively. And we have the General Purgus to tank down the rest of the team. So this team should actually be okay. As far as the second team, we do have the Mohaze to deal with the RB. We have the Charon to deal with these two. Anything we bring would just be as an insurance. We could bring Rylet for extra damage, because I know I can take out this RB turn 1, which is what we want to be able to do, and then turn 2, and also be kill the Emoken. Since we do have the access to the shield, I think bringing Spectre Tenebria actually will work. Just because we should be able to take out the RB before everything goes wrong. So as we mentioned, we do have double immunity. Only the General Purgus is going to be taking this Dizzy ultimate. It doesn't have any other devos that I'm actually really worried about. So he's going to be taking a lot of pain here. Let's put up this attack buff. And let's actually use S3 here. Let's just get rid of the Spectre Tenebria. And also get the increased defense, because the Arabi is actually going to be a pretty scary threat, especially if she keeps countering. But she will be calling upon her the wrath of my SSB. So this game is all but won, because we do have that General Purgus tanking for us. So not a lot she can do here. Just slowly gonna die and waste her attacks on our General Purgus. She does get a lot of counterattacks, which is pretty good for her, but it's also causing my SSB to just tear through his team. And we do get the double proc along with it, so that's going to be a GG no re. So that team actually I don't think is a good defense, because it's you guys saw it was pretty easy to SSB. And the other thing is that he didn't have any protection for the Spectre Tenebria, which is not something you want to do. You want to have protection for your Spectre Tenebria, and potential to come back, right? The Dizzy, while Dizzy is a good defensive unit for Guild Wars, he didn't have anything to really follow up. He didn't have a Broman. He didn't have a lot of the things that you would expect him to bring. So our Spectre T is taking more hate than I would want, but it's all but over at this point. We're just gonna be dunking on this. We could probably dunk on the Lilias, since she is the only real threat to our team at this point. We are gonna be able to kill this RB with this S3. And this game is all but won for us. So again, this team also not that powerful. I'm not relying on AoE. This team is also SSB could also tear apart this team. And it's pretty easy to ignore the Emoken. So it does counter Spectre Tenebria because he has several AoE units. But he doesn't really have much of a win condition on his side. Just because the Emoken is not actually super tanky. So this is actually kind of dangerous. What this Lilias did, but this should still be enough damage. Oh, it wasn't enough. But Charon's still alive. We're still chilling. And we'll just do double Soulburn for the win. So, not bad. Not really much of a win con. You could have easily tanked this team out. The RBs are pretty easy to manage. I could have just extinctioned the RB and then just slowly poked down the Emoken. I could have just locked down the Emoken with some form of stun. But yeah, we successfully won our fights. I forgot to see how much we actually won. So hopefully the last couple of my teammates are able to carry this win on the stronghold. If we get the stronghold, we win the war. So hopefully we are able to get it there. But I hope you all enjoyed this segment of Guild Wars and got to see some crazy team comps. But yeah, Charon, very, very powerful, as you all saw. Emil Hayes, rather light. Akadi's also really, really powerful against very heavy debuff teams. And Robbie, we got to see some good Robbie action. But that's all I got for you guys today, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.